Good morning, everybody. This is Mark, and I'm coming to you again this morning with a cup of coffee and your daily dose of encouragement. If I could title today's positive thought or morning motivation, I would call it one in a row. One in a row. Now, I know that sounds a little funny, but man, it's deep. It's powerful. And if you let that get into the bottom of your soul and begin to percolate a little bit, man, I promise you, it will set you on fire. It will light you up with encouragement, and it will provide you with motivation to take you the next mile down the road. So if you'll stay and watch till the end of this video and hear it all, I appreciate it. It's a great way to support me, support this channel, and help me out in the YouTube algorithm. So all that aside, today's thought comes from my book, Up Your Averages, a daily guide to improving the quality of your life. And it starts with this image. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So many times we defeat our dreams, goals, and aspirations by failing to even begin. Every person must choose their pain. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Becoming overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of a goal and subsequent tasks can lead to a type of paralysis. We must avoid falling prey to this if we want to grow, evolve, and reach the potential we are capable of. Buddy Jules sings a song titled One in a Row about a guy going through a breakup, and he is singing about how he made it through the night, and that's one in a row. I always like the song for the play on words, but also because of the idea. The first step is a powerful one if it's one in a row. The first step is to begin, to do whatever the first thing is. The first step is the one that launches your new career. It's the one that prompts you to move to another state. The step that gives you the courage to leave or to come back. You can never get to step 2 if you do not take step 1. Sometimes all it takes is the courage to look silly doing something for the first time. If you have that courage, you can overcome obstacles and accomplish your goals. Every professional you see was once a beginner. You do not get good without trial and error. The person who is not afraid to look foolish is the person who will accomplish every dream they ever had. Step 1 is hard. It's intimidating. You will have more questions than answers. You take step 1 anyway. It will become the first step in a whole new version of you. Now, I hope that provided you some motivation this morning, but let me tell you, there used to be a time when I wasn't as positive as I am these days. There used to be a time when I was strung out in addiction. There used to be a time when I was hopeless and I would struggle to stay clean. I had a pretty nasty drug habit and I would struggle to stay clean. And I remember I got one day clean and I told myself it was one in a row. A lot of people laughed at me. A lot of people didn't believe me. They doubted me because I'd been strung out on dope for a while. And then I got the first week. It was one in a row. Then I got the first month. It was one in a row. Then I got the first year. And it was one in a row. And I'm happy to tell you people today that I have been clean and sober for well over 10 years. Probably going close to 15, actually, maybe. But it all started with the first night. It all started with the first day. And you know, I've written 6, 7, 8 books. Started with the first one. And even in the dedication page of the very first book I wrote, The 3 Ways to Reach the Top of Google, I wrote in there 1 in a row. 1 in a row is powerful. Don't be discouraged by the number 1. Don't think less of the number 1. When I started these videos, this is still a small channel, and it's not yet monetized, and I still don't have a whole bunch of followers. But you know what? I've started making videos every day. The first one, it wasn't very good, and I had some mistakes in the first one. And after I put the first one out, I had somebody critique it, and they told me a list of things that was wrong with it. That's okay. When I put out the second one, I eliminated those things. For example, the first video I did, it was called Love is the Bare Minimum. If you want to see it, I'll put it up here for you. But I had the AC on in my RV camper. I shoot these videos in my RV camper. It's a little studio I got, or that I'm making rather. But I had the air conditioner on, and you could hear it. And I had light coming in through one of my door windows, and it really wasn't very good. But with the second one, I turned the AC off, and I put a block up over the door window. And with the third one, I began experimenting a little bit with video editing and putting the title of the video along with the website where you can find my books at the bottom. And now I went and I've purchased a green screen. I don't have that up yet, but I've went and purchased a green screen, and I've got a ring light to hold my phone and all these kind of things. And the point is, each one gets just a little bit better, but it started with 1. Do not minimize the number 1 in your life. The number 1 is powerful. The number 1 is important. And I want you to take that today, and I want you to start something. I want you to do something for the first time. I want you to start a goal, whether it's tracking your calories, whether it's working on your credit score, whether it's working on a new business, starting a new business, whatever it may be. I want you to start today. And if you have found this to be encouraging at all, I'd like you to like the video, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's really going to help me out in the YouTube algorithm. But more importantly, if you're going to start something today, I'd like you to put it in the comments and talk to me. Tell me what you're starting. I'd like to know that I'm making an impact. So that's all I got for today. I hope y'all have a great day. Remember, number 1 is powerful. It's not the least, it's the greatest, and up your averages.